everyone knows what Aoki did to that guy a couple of fights ago when he broke his arm and he taunted him and he ran around the ring, and he's taken a lot of criticism for that. What was your reaction, or what is your reaction to his antics after he beat the guy?
Well, first of all, breaking the guy's arm, it's part of the game. The guy should have tapped out. My mentality stepping in the cage is kill or be killed, and I'm sure most top fighters have the same mentality. With him running around, dancing around, doing the middle finger, I don't know, I thought it was a little uncharacteristic. It's really not my style, but I'm not one to judge Aoki. I don't know, maybe this guy was talking bad about his mom in the back, or did something with his girl, or spit on him in the back, so I can't really jump and judge on him. But if he continues to act like that over and over, I mean, I probably think he's kind of weird. But yeah, man, it just comes with the game, and sometimes when you see blood, you act a little crazy.
Gil, Aoki's in the past in some of his fights in Japan, he's gotten hit below the belt, and he's got elbowed and kind of whined and almost, I want to say, pitched out at times. Are you at all worried about him doing that against you?
Yeah, actually, I study a lot of tapes, and I've been studying Aoki all the time lately, and that's one thing I picked up on is, sometimes he'll look for the way out. So I can't give him that opportunity, and if I accidentally hit him in the nuts, or I elbow him wrong, I gotta realize that he might take advantage of that and find a way out. So I just got to be very careful and not give him that opportunity. So it's definitely something I'm aware of, and I almost would blame myself if I gave him that opportunity to get out of there. So it's definitely on my mind.
A real quick follow-up, man. Do you think training with Nick and Nate, guys who have similar jits and also, I want to say body types to Shinya, is there advantage for you?
Definitely. A lot of people fight Shinya Aoki, and they're fighters, and they're like, they're 3 months out of a fight, and they think it's time to start training jiu-jitsu. And, I've been training for years for this guy unconsciously. I've had, Jake, he's tapping guys out. I got Nick and Nate doing all kinds of, crazy jiu-jitsu, and a stacked team of guys. So, yes, I believe I've been preparing for this guy unconsciously for 5 years and or what. So yeah, I'm very fortunate. I have a great team, and and I think it's gonna help a lot.
Gil, you said that you watched a lot of video on Aoki, and very rarely do we see a guy so one-dimensional get this highly ranked in the game. So I mean, what do you see? What have past opponents have made mistakes that you see that they keep getting submitted by this guy when he is so completely one-dimensional? It's not an insult, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. The thing with Aoki is he's a very intelligent fighter, and and it's obvious you want to keep it on your feet with him, but the guys like Jay-Z, like his first mistake in the first fight was he was doing beautifully. He had him perfect, and he made one mistake, and I believe it was him and Eddie Alvarez. They both threw kicks, and as soon as he gets kicks, he'll latch onto you, and he'll hold on to you, and he'll just be the anaconda snake, and and also Jay-Z gave him an elbow in the back of the head and gave him an excuse to get out of there. Eddie Alvarez did the same thing. He kind of got into the clinch on his feet, and then once it got to the ground, he got submitted. Basically, you just want to keep it on your feet, and once he gets to the ground, I mean, he has a great back attack. He has a great rubber guard. He has great leg lock attack. So, I mean, you got to be prepared for all of those. So, as I study his tapes, I get scared of all those positions. But, as close I get to my fight, I feel more confident about it. But yeah, man, just being prepared for all those positions on the ground.
Cool. And a question for Jake. Jake, you actually had kind of called out Aoki over the last couple of years. You really wanted to fight him. So, I mean, how much help have you been for Gil getting ready for this one? Because I know Aoki is a guy that you've wanted to fight, for at least a couple of years that I know about.
Yeah, I want to fight Aoki, but I'm bigger now. He's smaller, so that's obviously not going to happen. So instead, Gil gets to fight him. And I mean, he's a game I really studied and know a lot about. So I've, definitely tried to help Gil some, but the best, I've been training for my fights, so I haven't been able to spend as much time as I want to help Gil, but I definitely see how to beat Aoki, and I think I understand it, and I think Gil's got the perfect style to go out there and put him away.